This hour, Multnomah County Chair has released her proposed budget.
Yeah, in a letter just released, she calls it a balanced budget that makes difficult trade-offs to prioritize services to those who rely on the county most. Fox 4's Deborah Gill is joining us now in studio with a look. Deb, good morning.
Good morning. In a 23-page letter released just this hour, Multnomah County Chair Jessica Vega Peterson says the budget focuses on services for children, families, and people who need shelter, rent assistance, substance abuse, and mental health services. Today, in fact, right now, she is presenting that letter to the council, proposes a $4 billion budget that she says includes programs serving those most impacted by racial, ethnic, economic disparities, programs to prevent and address homelessness, and improve health and public safety. Her letter says her budget ensures no shelter bed is lost and no health clinic closed, no reductions for the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office, and funding to tackle fentanyl and substance abuse. But she says it's not possible to make a budget without cuts. The chair's budget would eliminate 102 full-time positions, largely, she's saying, starting with those already vacant. In her letter, Vega Peterson states that job recovery and population growth in the county remains stalled, and a rise in downtown office vacancies means lower than expected property tax revenues. Those, combined with rising personnel costs due to inflation, led to a $15.5 million shortfall in the county's general fund. Now, today's executive budget release also starts 7 weeks of public work sessions with the Board of County Commissioners and county staff. The board will host 3 public hearings for the community to comment on the county's operating and capital budgets. They will all be on Wednesday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. The first is May 14th, and it will be at the county's boardroom on Southeast Hawthorne. The second is May 21st at the East Multnomah County Building on Northeast 8th and Gresham. And then the final one, May 28th, will be virtual only. You can sign up to testify or leave a comment on the Multnomah County Chair's budget page. And of course, the full release of the budget will be coming out later today. Kim and Joe, back to you.